welcome to Easy Gluten Free. Today we're going to be making those pumpkin walnut crumb bars. Now if you like pumpkin pie, then you're going to love this one. And if you're more of a crust fan when you eat your pie, then you're really going to love this one, because pie bars up the crust to filling ratio by monumental proportions. And pie bars also make a great holiday dessert, because after you've just stuffed down that huge Thanksgiving dinner, do you really want to eat an entire piece of pie when you can have a smaller bite and then sample the rest of the dessert table? Okay, now to make them, first line a 9 by 13 inch pan with parchment paper and preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Now for the crust, stir together a 1.75 cups of gluten-free flour or gluten-free Bisquick, or regular flour if you're not on a gluten-free diet, with 1 cup of finely chopped walnuts. And I like to put the walnuts in a zippered bag, then roll over them with a rolling pin until they're fine. Or if you're having a bad day, you could just smash them with a mallet to vent your frustrations. But make sure you use the flat side. Now add 1/4 cup each of both granulated sugar and firmly packed brown sugar. Toss in a teaspoon of cinnamon. Don't you think they really should make these jar openings a little bigger? Now once you have it all pretty well combined, add 3/4 cup of cold diced butter. That's about 1½ sticks. Now work the butter into the dry mixture until you have a texture resembling fine crumbs. Basically, you just want to pinch the butter between your fingers until all the chunks of butter are broken down, until you have crumbs that are about the same size as lentil beans. Now take out 1 heaping cup of the crumb mixture and set it aside. Press the remaining mixture onto the bottom of the prepared pan. You could use a rubber spatula or your hands, but you'll want to make sure you press it down pretty firmly so it doesn't get disturbed when you add the filling. And for that filling, in a large bowl, add 1 can of pumpkin puree. Make sure not to use pumpkin pie filling, which already has a bunch of other ingredients in the mix. A 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of gluten-free flour. Whisk the mixture together until it's nicely combined and smooth. Then pour it over the crust. Use your rubber spatula to spread it out evenly without disturbing the bottom layer. When it looks pretty good, you could shake the pan back and forth just to level the top a little more. Now evenly scatter the reserved crust mixture over the filling. Then bake the bars for 40 to 45 minutes or until they're set and golden. Let the pan cool completely before covering, then chill for at least 4 to 6 hours. And when you're ready to cut the bars, be sure to loosen the edges of the 2 sides that don't have the parchment paper. Then you can lift them right out of the pan and cut them into whatever sizes you want. And when you cut them into minis, they'll blend right in on a cookie tray. Plus, when you make them small, it always gives you the feeling you can grab an extra one without doing too much damage to the old waistline. So I really hope you'll give this one a try. I know your guests are going to love them. And if you'd like to print a copy of today's recipe, just visit my blog in the link below. And for brand new recipes every week, don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.